What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Hey. Sorry about that. StreamYard, I've been trying to get in since 10 o'clock. StreamYard was saying something about traffic was high and they were trying to add more resources or something. I think StreamYard is getting a little too big for its britches and they need to do some serious updates. I don't know. But I apologize, you guys. I was trying to, sometimes I'm late and I'll be like, that was me. But this time I was here at 10 o'clock. And I was trying to get in and it would not let me in. But we are here. We're going to get this party started. I'm trying to get this stuff together. YouTube is, listen, between YouTube and what's this thing here I'm doing? And StreamYard, try to be some technical difficulty sometime. All right. Well, we about to get this party started. So we have a few things I want to get into today. First of all, this is a tribe meeting. So you guys know that we are very informal when we do our tribe meetings. We're going to come in. It's a Saturday morning and we're going to get these things started. So let me say hi to my people. Let me say hi to the people. Okay. Hey, Kenya, Nikki, L Love, Tan, The Informed. Hey. Sweet Essence. Hey, Marnie. What's going on? Kimberly, Des Hop. J Diva Sanders. Did I say that right? Is it just J Diva or is it some Jadiva? Is it Jadiva? Hey, what's up, Drinks with D? Hey, Boo. Hey, Chuck. Hey. Quake, good morning. Good morning. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Janae. Girl, look, I'm just gonna send you my phone number so we can just talk. But I didn't get much feedback, but I was just going to share with you what I got. So I apologize. But I'm just gonna send you my phone number, child. I'm better with just call me. Hey, Makia. Hey, Taurus. What's up, little baby? Hey, C Golden Cross Country Cruiser. Hey, Cindy. What's up, Peace? Hey, girl. We gonna be catching up soon. Hey, Cheryl. What's going on? Cub Star. Grown woman, don't try me. Yes, grown woman, don't try. I like that. I'm a grown ass woman. Don't try me. You on your way to go get some crabs? You know what? I actually have a taste for some crabs, but I'm going to use some restraint because I literally am getting ready to do I'm literally getting ready, I'm getting ready to go on back-to-back trips. And I'm still waiting for some money to come in. So I don't want to spend too much right before I'm going to go out of town. Hopefully next week the money that I'm waiting for will come in. But I don't want to spend, I don't want to spend too much. Because when I get off of here, I got to go run some errands. But I do have a taste for some crabs. I'm going to give you some crabs. But not May. I'm going to get me some crabs when I get back. So I'll probably give me some crabs next Thursday or Friday, depending on what time I get home Thursday. But I'm literally getting ready to do some stuff. Anyway, hey, T. Williams. Yes, this is a milestone birthday for me. It absolutely is. Felicia. Oh, I said it right. Hey, okay. Naisha. Hey. Lady D. Mama Mina. Okay. Mamiana. Ooh, I ain't called you Mama Mina in a minute. You got the alert, but you had to close and reopen. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think because the message that I was getting, it said something about traffic is extremely high right now. I started to screenshot. I should have screenshotted it. It said something about traffic is too high. We're sending more resources or something. And I'm like, traffic is high. I've never gotten that before. I've never gotten that error message before. Are we going to have crabs on the island for the birthday trip? Your aunt said that it's not crab season. Your aunt told me when we were talking about when we were talking about dinner, she said it's not crab season over there. So now, I mean, I think crabs are available, but the prices might be a little crazy. I don't know. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I prefer my Maryland crabs. I don't know if I want crabs from the Caribbean. I'm a snob that way. I like my Maryland crabs. I like my Chesapeake crabs. Put me in your suitcase. Hey, Vintage, what's going on? Hey, Mr. Willie Brown. Yes. So let me say that before we get started. Happy Father's Day to you all. During whenever there are holidays, I try to go live just because I know that for everybody, holidays are not a good time. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I probably will not probably. I know I won't be able to do it in the morning. I'm just not going to have time to do it tomorrow morning. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do my Love and Marriage Huntsville review tonight, which I normally do it on Sunday morning because honestly, I'm going to go see my dad. For those of you who know, my dad had surgery recently. And I'm going to go see him in the morning. I'm taking him breakfast because he's still at the facility where they're rehabbing his knee. And I'm going to take him breakfast and probably take him a balloon or something like that. I ordered him some shoes, some sneakers. He likes those Skechers, those slip-on Skechers. So I ordered him a new pair of Skechers. So they're not here yet, but that's what his Father's Day gift. He can't do nothing with them right now anyway. But I'm going to go take him breakfast in the morning. And then I have to get on the road because I have to be somewhere tomorrow by 4:30. And it's about a 3-hour drive where I have to go. And I have to be there by 4:30, like by 4:30, 5 o'clock. If you are in my members, y'all know what's going on. Okay. My members know what's going on and where I'm going. But so I have to be there by 4:30, 5 o'clock. So I'm going to get on the road by 1. So I have to be up, get him breakfast, and where he's staying is about 40 minutes from my house. So I have to get up. Well, I'm going to go to the IHOP near where he's staying. So I'm going to get up. I'm going to go to the IHOP, go take him breakfast, sit with him for a little while, and then get on the road. So I'm just not going to have time. Only way I would do it is if I go live at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not doing that. Y'all are going to be up at 8 o'clock. Well, y'all might. Y'all be up. So I'm doing that. And so I may try to come on tomorrow evening once I get where I'm going and get settled in. But I just can't promise that because I'm going to be with other people and y'all know how that goes. But I will definitely come live at some point on Monday because for those who are not members, y'all know where I'm going. When we know we definitely got to talk about it. Okay, we got to talk about it. Make this one of my signatures. Oh, thank you. It is. I done wearing it. I done wore this lipstick to the point where it's almost gone. Hold on. Yeah, this is one of my favorites. Y'all know I like berries. Berries are my favorite. This is the Juvia's Place Fierce. Look, it's almost gone. So yes, I've definitely worn this down. But berries are one of my favorite. Now during the summer, I like to do like bronzes and goldens and stuff like that. But I definitely like berries and deep. I don't really like red or light pink, but I definitely like berries. So yeah, so that's what's going on with that. So like I said, I'll try to come on at some point later on tomorrow. I'll definitely be live on Monday. Tuesday I'll probably be live. I'll be with some people on Tuesday. Probably be it'll be like a live, like probably not Wednesday, maybe Thursday night when I get back home. So that's my schedule. When I get off of here, I gotta go. Like I said, I gotta go run some errands. Gotta go get my car washed and vacuumed out and stuff because we're gonna take a road trip and do some odds and ends. And then I gotta come back here and I have to pack to get out of here in the morning and then do some stuff around the house. So yeah. Anyway, there was something else I was gonna tell y'all. Oh. My wish list is pinned at the top of the chat. You do not listen. Y'all know how I am around here. You don't have to buy me anything, right? You guys being here, you guys supporting me, hitting the like button is free 99. I appreciate all of that. But if you want to, you can. The link is pinned at the top, and people have already sent me birthday gifts, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Dunny. Thank you, Lolisa, for sending me birthday. And I do have a couple of packages here that I believe somebody told me they had already ordered something off of my wish list, and so they're over here. So I'm going to do a birthday live before I leave for my trip. It'll probably be either that Friday or that Saturday. I think I may do it that Thursday, only because if I do get a lot of Amazon packages and stuff, I want to be able to put it in the trash before I leave. So if I don't get a lot of Amazon packages, then I'll do it like Friday or Saturday. But if I do get, a bunch of stuff from Amazon, that way I can, because I don't want to open it until I'm live. So that way I'll do it on Thursday night. And that way the trash goes out Friday. You said you missed your message. What about, is this a milestone birthday? It is. It's a milestone birthday. Okay, perfect, because I was trying to super chat yesterday and it was having a hard time. Yeah, Cub Star. I don't know what's going on. YouTube is kind of having a moment right now because I've talked to some other people and a lot of us are having some issues. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube right now. My videos are still, they're still doing that. It's not as much as it was, but they're still doing that yellow. No, Kim, we can get into the top. We ain't got into the topics yet, y'all. Y'all know I be running my mouth. We're getting ready to get into the topics now. Yes, I'm turning 80 and I look damn good, El Teddy. Now, all right, let me try this one more time, El Teddy. I'm going to refresh. I'm going to go all the way out and I'm going to try to go back in and see if I can see it. It really be doing too much sometimes. Like right now, YouTube is giving me a hard time trying to do something. And I'm not crazy. I don't see it. All right, we gotta get into these topics now. El Teddy, just remind me to keep checking back because I don't see it. I don't know why this is. Hold on, let me try this again. It's crazy. Sometimes I don't see it. I don't see it. All right, El Teddy, just remind me, if you're still here, just remind me in about 15 or 20 minutes to just check it again. It's not, I don't know what's wrong. I do not see it. And I've tried in multiple ways. I'm trying to set up the redirect, y'all. So when we get off of here, because El Teddy will be going live when I get off of here, and I'm trying to set up the redirect, and it's not doing it. So anyway, I love you. You'll see after the show. Oh, thank you, Leslie. Thank you, boo. Thank you so much. All right, y'all, let's get into it. So first of all, let me give you guys an update on what's going on with Chrisean Rock. So we know that she was arrested. She's being held with no bond. Oklahoma is the serious. So right now there are 4 states that have warrants for Chrisean. This is based on my understanding. If there's new information or updated information, then put it in the chat. But from my understanding, there are 4 states that currently have warrants for Chrisean Rock. We know Maryland, we know Oklahoma, we know California, and Arizona. Now, what the hell she did in Arizona, I don't know. I don't know what she did in Arizona. But that is my understanding. The most serious of the charges is Oklahoma. Now, I misspoke the other night. From my understanding, I misspoke the other night. Y'all would not know I just got my hair done. Baby, when I tell you that wedding was outside yesterday and that humidity was not playing with me, and y'all know I don't have no perm right now, baby, you cannot tell I just got my hair done Thursday. Don't it look a mess? Damn. Shoot. But baby, that humidity was not playing yesterday. It was hot as hell. But I might, damn, and I don't even have time. My hairdresser would touch me up a little bit, but I don't even have time to go back and let her do nothing to me. Damn. Oh, well, it is what it is. Because I'm probably going to be in the pool next weekend, so I ain't worried about it. But I get back from my trip, I'm probably going to be in the pool, so I'm not going to stress. So I misspoke the other day. From my understanding, Oh, Mamiana, I'm getting braids. That's another reason why I'm not tripping. The braid appointment has already been set. I'm going to get my braids done not next week, but the week after next. So that's why I really wasn't going to if I didn't have the wedding yesterday, I probably wouldn't even worry about getting my hair done, honestly. But I said, well, I'm trying to make it look decent for the wedding. I could have saved that money. I could have saved that money and just let it be, because my hair didn't look that bad. But anyway, neither here nor there. Chrisean she did get sentenced in Oklahoma. I misspoke the other day and said that she was still waiting to go through the judicial process in Oklahoma. That was not accurate. She did her, Kenya. She did conclude, I'll show you in a minute. She did conclude her case and she had probation and she did have certain things she had to do. She didn't do any of them. She never checked in with her probation officer. She never followed through. So the reality of the situation is, had she done what she was supposed to do in Oklahoma, the rest of these warrants, I do not think the rest of the warrants are that serious. Even the case in California, which for those of us, we feel like that case is egregious, but it's really not serious. I believe they've dropped. I believe what I've read was that they've dropped those from down to like a misdemeanor. It's like an assault case at this point. But the problem is that it's so many in so many different places. What's up, girl? Is that legal? I told you Oklahoma was going to be her difficulty because it is an election year. Wait a minute, hold on. Let's, because we ain't had girls that legal over here in a minute, and you have a book coming out, right? And this prosecutor could easily use the Oklahoma police to make a name for himself against her. Oh, see, now listen, that's always bad. You do not want to get caught up in nobody's political situation. Nobody's political situation. You do not want nobody to get caught up in people's political stuff. I believe that might be the last time you were over here, girl. Is that legal? Was that when we were talking about the Chrisean stuff? That might have been when we was talking about it, honestly. Because I remember us having a conversation. I remember you being over here and us talking about Chrisean and what was really going on. I think that was you. That might be why I couldn't find the legal documents in my email, because I think that was when you were over here and you pulled the documents for us and shared that information with us. But yeah, with that being said, that is her biggest issue. One, because the charges are more serious. And two, like what Girl Is That Legal just said, is because it's an election year, and y'all know how it is when it's elections and people trying to make a name for themselves and people are trying to say the things and the things of the things. Y'all know how that is. So Chrisean, she was being held without bond. Right? She was being held without bond. And that is the update that I have right now. Girl Is That Legal? I saw on your Instagram where you have a book coming out. What are the deets? What are the deets? It looks like it's a how-to guide on background checks. I think, is that what I'm looking at? Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Yes, the book release is this week. Oh, it's this week. Oh my goodness. Do you have 5 minutes? You want to come up and tell the people about the book real quick, or you just want to give it to me on the back end and I'll share it? If you have 5 minutes, I'll drop the link for you if you want to come up and tell us about it. If not, just give me the details on the back end, and I'll put it out there. I'll share this out. I got a smoothie. Okay. Yeah. So the end of the day, though, y'all, I really don't think the elevator is working at Chrisean's house. Thank you, Peace. Peace dropped. That is Girl Is That Legal. That is her. Oh, and you know what? I'm gonna call you anyway. Simone, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you by your real name and let you know I'm gonna call you girl. Because I need to ask you about something. But that is Girl Is That Legal does have a YouTube channel, you guys. So if she doesn't have time to come up now, that is the information. And I will get the information for you guys so you guys can order a copy of her book. Okay. She said yes, so we're going to drop the link. All right, this link is for Simone, please, and only for Simone, you guys. I am going to, if I have time, I will drop the link at the end so we guys can, if you want to share some stuff, but that is for Simone. Ain't got no elevator, the lights ain't on, the car has no engine. Child. Listen, there go the link right there, Simone. So that is the update on Chrisean. Now, I'm going to go ahead and talk about this YSL case while Simone gets herself together to get up here. You know, Simone got to get herself together, honey. Can I tell y'all something about this YSL case? First of all, you want to talk about some must-see TV. And listen, it's not just Woody. Woody is just the newest character in this band of characters that is the YSL case. We talked about the other guy that remember he said the same thing. I was in special ed in school. I'm not that smart, but remember he was answering questions the same way He was answering questions the same way Woody is answering these questions. Okay. Hey, Simone. Hey, girl. Uh-oh, can you hear me? Hey, Don Boo. Simone, if you can hear me, I can't hear you.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. Hey, girl.
Oh, let's see. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Uh-oh, she can't hear me, y'all. I can hear you.
Hold on. Let me see. What is the deal?
I don't know. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I don't know. Is she trying to get her equipment taken care of? Right. I can hear her, but she can't hear me. Okay, she'll be back. She's trying to get her stuff together. This is what I honestly feel like, y'all. And I'm being honest with y'all. And I think I said this before when that other guy, I got to go get that other guy's name. But y'all know who the other guy was. I'm going to say this to y'all. I think the mafia could take a page out of the YSL trial. I don't know what type of boot camp these YSL dudes went through. I don't know what kind of what they call it in the mafia. What's the oath they take in the mafia? I forgot what it is. The little blood oath they take in the mafia. But baby, when I tell you that these YSL people are not playing with these prosecutors down to the Georgia, when I tell you that these YSL people are ready, they are giving these people the blues. Do you hear me? You had the one guy that was like, I'm high. How you show up high for court? And how does the judge continue to let you to testify high? Right? You had the other guy that came in there and he didn't know nothing. I got to remember. I got to go back and remember his name. He didn't know nothing. Can you hear me now, Simone?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you loud and clear. We can hear you before. You just couldn't hear us. What's up, girl?
Yes. Good, good. Well, listen, I really enjoyed talking to you about Chrisean before. And yes, you're right. What we had talked about before was that Oklahoma already don't like Black people. This week alone, the Oklahoma Supreme Court dismissed the case about the Tulsa survivors, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
What they really don't like is so-called celebrities coming into their state, breaking laws and not wanting to follow the rules. So she got a really good probated sentence. All she had to do was follow the rules. But then when she wanted to run around, punch people in the face and stuff, and not completing her responsibilities, I could absolutely see Oklahoma making her do a little bit of time. And that would be the first state that actually made her serve time for any of her offenses. So yeah, I could see Oklahoma being her biggest problem right now.
So you could see her maybe doing some time in Oklahoma, yeah. like. But do you think it would be serious time, or do you think it would be like?
I could see it maybe like 90 days, something like that.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Because it would probably be less of a revocation of a probation and maybe more of a violation. So it depends on how they classify. If it's just a violation, they might be like, here, since you don't know how to act, come over here, come sit down for 90 days.
Not only does she not know how to act, she taunted them.
She did.
It's one thing to not know how to act. She taunted them.
And they're going to give her a financial fine more than likely as well, because Oklahoma ain't got no money. They pay their teachers the worst in America.
Yeah.
So they're always looking for ways to nickel and dime defendants. So
let me tell you something. Y'all not gonna turn my chat pink and green. All these AKAs running around here. I got look. I'm looking at about 4 AKAs already. I ain't gonna tell nobody else's business, but I know who pink and green around here now.
Hey, y'all. Good morning. Right. Good morning, y'all. Oh, yes, but thank you. I just want to come in real quick so we can get back to this tea and just tell y'all about my book that's coming out this week.
Yes.
Ebook. All right. So it's Background Checks 1-on-1. How to find out who the heck you are really dealing with. So it's just a beginner's guide. I give you some quick tips where you can use the internet and you can use other public searches to find out more information on who you're dealing with. So, for example, I was dealing with this guy and he claimed that, his mom was so sick. So he moved his mama into his house. Boy, you a lie. That is your mama house. I pulled
Mm.
up the deed records. It's your mama's house. You stand by your mama, and it's your mama and your brother's house. And your brother brought it with some drug money. So all y'all probably about to get put out the house because your brother just went to the feds for 10 years. So
Oh
there was
my
a lot
goodness.
but yes, it'll be teaching you how to do it. So it's going to be real simple. It's going to be a few pages that gives you the ins and outs of what to do, how to do it, as well as a checklist. And then I'm actually going to be rolling out a webinar class where we can actually do it with your real targets, real guys or girls, whoever in your life, and I can help you search them.
Oh, wow. And especially in this day and age, you guys, so many of us, let's just call a thing a thing. So many of us meet people via social media. We don't meet people the old fashioned way anymore. Most of us, not everybody. And it's so much information that's available, but you have to be able to weed through the fact from the fiction, the real from what's not real. So especially for us women out here, that's out here in this dating world. I mean, men too, because women are scandalous too now, but I don't date women, so I look at it from my perspective. And
Yeah.
So what we going? So you said it launches this week?
Yeah, it launches this week. You can buy it pre-sale. So right now it's only $12.99, $12.99.
It's already on Amazon.
It's on my website, which is SimoneRedwine.com. So SimoneRedwine.com, my name. Or you can go to my Instagram and there's a little link in my story. So my Instagram is Attorney Simone Redwine. So either one. Thank you guys.
We're gonna put the link in the chat, and we want you guys to go and support Simone. I'm definitely gonna get a book. And we're gonna have her on here sometime I ain't gonna say when, child, because my schedule, her schedule, but we're gonna have her on here sometime in the next couple of weeks, and we'll go a little more when she has more time, and we'll go a little more detail, and we'll get the information on the webinar if you guys. And also at one point in time, I don't know if she has time right now because she got so many things going on, honey. But she was actually doing free background checks on her YouTube.
Yes. So also when you go to my page, one of my pinned videos, if there's someone, I'm gifting background checks still, and we're gonna bring those episodes back where on my channel you can write in, say, hey, I'd like a background check into this person. And then I was gifting them to people every few weeks on my channel. You can be anonymous, and I don't release the name of the target. But I show you the documents that I found. I redact out their name, but at the end of it, I give you everything unredacted so that you can decide, am I going to confront this person? Am I still going to date this person? Or am I going to run from this person?
And here's the thing, it doesn't always have to be someone that you're trying to date. Maybe you're thinking about going into business with somebody. Maybe, maybe you met somebody and you guys hit it off. You became really good friends, and maybe you decided, hey, let's move in together. Well, we live in New York and rent is ridiculous. Let's move in together. Listen, I had a bad roommate situation. I ended up having to take her to small claims court. So sometimes it's not always who you're dating. It could just be someone in your life that or maybe it's a family member. You have an older auntie that got a little bit of change and hit this man come sniffing around, and you like, I don't know if this is who they think they are. It could be.
I have a woman who
for all y'all AKAs, maybe one of your line sisters got a new man you ain't too sure about. All these AKAs running around in my chat.
I have a woman who her mother needed a caregiver, and the sister was insistent, like, oh, we could hire my friend. My friend has done this before. Stuff wasn't added up. I look up the caregiver. That caregiver has been to prison for involuntary manslaughter. Is that really who you want taking care of your mama and living in the house? So the friend really needed the position because she didn't have nowhere to go. She had just come out of prison. So this is free housing. And I said, no, you didn't kill this other person. Who's to say she's not going to do something to your mom and then try and get your mother's money? Absolutely not. I said, there's a reason that y'all couldn't hire this person through an actual home care company, because one would
That's
never
why, because they couldn't get bonded. Yeah, they couldn't get bonded.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
So there's more. There are definitely other situations. So we put the link in the chat. So you guys want to pre-order, it's right there in the chat. And also, y'all, listen, at the end of the day, can I just call a thing a thing? At the end of the day, it's a $12 book. We can support a Black woman that's out here trying to do some things. Okay. So y'all want to we're gonna have her on here so we can get into some more details of the things and just get caught up. I know you don't have a lot of time, but very, very quickly, because I want to get your quick take on really quickly the YSL situation. Are these guys criminal masterminds, or are they this daggone dumb? I think they criminal masterminds.
So I'm not sure about them, but I know this judge is about to be in hot water, baby. It
sounds like the judge it sounds like the judge might be in some trouble. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. The fact that the state Supreme Court, so the judge tried to put YSL's attorney, Brian Steele, in jail for contempt because Brian Steele called him out on having an illegal and unlawful meeting with the prosecutor, right? You cannot have a meeting with the prosecutor and any witnesses without also at least giving the defense attorney the opportunity to attend. He did that. And rather than recusing himself from the case, which is what the judge should have done, or calling a mistrial, instead, he's going to try to bully this man into releasing the source. Hell no. I'm not telling you the source of who is telling me about your unlawful behavior, because then I'm not going to know any more of it. So
exactly. Once I give up my source, I'm not going to get no more information.
Yeah. And this is such a waste of taxpayer resources. And what I really hate about this actually is this is a really bad time for that Fulton County courthouse to be thrown into the media like this, because we still got Trump's case that's going to be going on. And the Trumpers are going to use this to say, Fulton County is kangaroo court. Yeah, it's a hot mess. So those men were, I'm not really sure how guilty any of them were, but I know at this point, enough. The jury is probably going to be very confused and very suspicious, because it's my understanding the beginning of Brian Steele's line of questioning and commentary to the judge, the jury was actually in the room. So if I was a juror, it would create. Yes. So the jury got to hear when Brian Steele is saying, well, judge, I heard about this conversation. And then the judge dismissed the jury from the room. Yes. If my timing was correct. Yes. And in which case, me as a juror, if I hear that, oh, baby, I got questions. I have questions. Yes. But
my thing is this. Go ahead. Finish it.
No, you got it.
No, I was just gonna say, my thing is, if I were a juror, I'm listening to this testimony, and my thing is, see, here's the thing about when you put, for me, here's the thing about when you put somebody on the stand, you can't pick and choose what I decide to listen to and what I decide to believe. So Woody, this week, Woody has been saying, listen, and he has said it multiple times. He said, listen, when I got picked up by the police, I told them whatever I thought was going to work to get me out of jail, right? He said Young Thug was the biggest name I was connected to, and they kept asking me questions about Young Thug. So I said, okay, fine. Yep, it was Young Thug. You want me to tell you about it? Well, here you go. Now, was he lying then, or is he lying now? You're asking me to decipher, and you're asking me to decide what part of his story that I'm going to believe. And you want me to believe the part of the story that says that he was telling the truth then and he's lying now. But what he's saying is not, I'm not saying he's telling the truth, but what I'm saying is it makes sense what he's saying to be like, listen, the police picked me up. They kept asking me questions about Young Thug. So I said, yep, Young Thug did it. Absolutely. And here's what happened. And so he could absolutely be lying, but you're asking me as a jury to make that decision. And honestly, in my mind, I have, what's that word? Reasonable doubt as to whether, what am I supposed to believe from this man?
Absolutely.
And he's not the first one to do it. There was another witness, I can't remember. He was supposed to be one of the co-founders of YSL. Remember him from about 2 months ago? He did the exact same thing. They would ask him a question. They would say, how old are you? He would say, I don't even remember how old I am. I ain't going to tell you. They said, well, when did you meet Thug? I don't know. I don't know when I met him. Well, didn't y'all meet in the 7th grade? I don't know. It might have been the 7th grade. I don't remember when it was. Like, he was doing the same thing. So, again, you're asking me to decide part of what he's saying. Oh, you want me to believe A, B, and C, but don't worry about D and E. That man told him, he did the same stuff about his kids. He was like, how many kids do you have? He was like, I ain't gonna tell you no lies. I don't even know how many kids I got. I could
Lord
have
have
as many
mercy.
kids. You know, that's how he was answering the basic questions. So if this man can't give you a straight answer on how many kids he has and how old he is, you want me to believe all the intricate details of him starting a gang that has risen to the point where now we got these RICO charges? That doesn't mean he couldn't have done it. But again, if I'm on the jury, this is what you want me to decide.
And now I don't think those gentlemen are realizing, or perhaps at this point, after whatever threats they're facing, they don't care, but they have now lost their immunity. So after this, those guys are likely going to get charged. Woody is going to get charged. Woody was, had that post about how he's happy to be free. Free for how long? Because he's about to get charged, because that means your immunity is only as good as your honesty was. So once it's determined that you were lying, you no longer have that deal. So he is going to get charged after this. And that's going to be really interesting. Oh, but before I go, I have to clarify, y'all. I love me the color pink. I have to clarify. I'm not the AKA. My sisters are. A lot of people think that because my sister is one, and then my sister cousin Noella is one too. So, but thank you so much for the love. I do appreciate that, y'all. And do check out my ebook at SimoneRedwine.com.
All right. Thank you so much, Simone. And again, I'll catch up with you, babe.
Love you. Okay, bye, y'all.
Love you too. Bye-bye. Yeah. All right, you guys. So we had a special drop-in guest. We're going to have her back. For those of you who are not new here, we used to do, Simone used to come over here all the time. We would talk cases, but baby, life has just been so busy for both of us. She's doing a lot. I'm doing a lot. But we're going to get her over here to talk some more. So this is the thing. And I just think, and this is my opinion, and I could be wrong. I just could be wrong. But I think these guys are crazy like a fox. I think they have some very good legal advice, and I think that they are following the legal advice. Do I think that these kids, they're not kids, sorry. Do I think that these men probably were special ed in school? Most of them didn't finish school. Yeah, I definitely don't think they have the traditional education. But I also firmly believe that these kids aren't dumb. See, there's a difference between book smart and street smart. Because the situation with Woody, and I understand what she was saying, and what she said made sense. But the situation with Woody was, Woody got immunity. So once he got immunity from anything he said, anything he did. So now what he tried to do was then he wanted to plead the fifth. And that's where the conflict was coming in. They were like, oh, no. Why would you plead the fifth if you have immunity? And he was like, cuz I don't want to say nothing. Anyway, but that's the update on that, child. But listen, if you have not been enjoying that, y'all go over to TikTok and y'all watch some of them clips on Woody. Baby, hilarious. Yeah, and that's the other thing too, Cindy. Most of them are so institutionalized at this point. I don't even know if half of them want to be out, if that makes any sense. I don't know if they want to be out. They're so institutionalized at this point. So anyway, we'll get to that. But I don't want to speak on it. But I just think this is this case has turned into a whole shit show. All right. Now let's get into this Fox Soul situation, and then we're gonna get into Kenya. And then if I have time, I'll drop the link for a few minutes if you guys want to come up and add to any of it. Yeah, Woody had me in stitches. Woody is funny. I'm sorry. And the thing is, he don't mean to be. I don't even think he's trying to be funny. I think he's trying to figure out how he can. What I think Woody is trying to do right now. Well, first of all, I do think some of it is his personality. I think if you ran up to Woody on the street, I feel like some of his conversation is, some of the way he's answering these questions is just who he is. But I also think that Woody is trying to figure out, like Simone just said, how much of these questions can I answer and still keep my immunity? Now, the reality is he's probably already lost it. But I think that's what he's thinking. How much of this can I tell them? Because if you paid it, I watched a little bit of it on yesterday. He actually started telling some of this stuff. He actually started giving some information. So I think that's what he's trying to figure out. How much of this can I give them and still keep my immunity? Again, like I said, I think that ship has sailed, but I think that's what he's thinking in his head. Child, when he fired his lawyer, and I think he thought by firing, because what happened was his lawyer, his actual, okay. So for those, let me just 2 seconds, let me rewind. Woody's actual lawyer is a white guy. I don't remember his name, but he's a white guy. He actually had a pre-planned vacation. He had a pre-planned vacation that he could not get out of. So that black woman was actually standing in for his actual attorney. Now, I don't know if the court appointed her. I don't know if she's an associate that works with that guy. I don't know all that background information. But I think in Woody's mind, he thought, well, if I get rid of her and my attorney isn't here, that'll delay the testimony. I think that's what he thought was going to happen. I think he thought, well, if I say I don't want her and that's not my actual attorney, then all the rest of this is going to get pushed back. But that's not how this works. And that's not how the judge is doing things, right? So anyway, I think next Friday, you guys, if I'm going to see what's going on with the case next Friday. But if Woody is still on the stand, because remember, all of this is direct. We haven't even gotten to the cross-examination yet. I think that if he is still on the stand next Friday, child, we might have a watch party. Now, y'all know there will be no legal analysts, okay? It's just going to be us watching it and clowning. But we may watch the trial for a few hours, okay? Because I'll be home next Friday. And if I don't, depending on what I have to do on my schedule, child, we may have to log in and just see what's going on, if it's anything worth watching. But we may do that. We may do a watch party next Friday. Hey, powerful. I think they've gotten to him, and we're watching him in real time keep himself safe and not snitch. Yeah, they definitely got. Whoa. Jessica, they have definitely gotten to him, because here's the thing. The reason why he no longer wants to testify, I believe, is because they've gotten to him. That is what I believe. Because remember, he's the one whose interrogation was leaked. Remember, before all of this, like probably about 2 years ago now, that his interrogation tape leaked where he was snitching and telling everything. That's Woody. That's him. So everybody already know he is snitch. So at this point, in my opinion, anything that was going to happen to him has already happened. As far as his, like, if they were going to try to get to his family, if they were going to try to get to his baby mama, his kids. So it's got to be something. Because that tape leaked weeks ago. What about the hearing the judge has scheduled with the attorney he suspected leaked? I don't know. You know what, Queen Black? I don't know. I have to get information on that. Because I don't know. I do not know. But I will keep an eye on it over the next couple of days. And like I said, next Friday, depending on where the case is, and if I have time, child, we might have a watch party, okay? We might have ourselves a little watch party over here just so we can watch it in real time. Because we can stream it on Law and Order? Not Law and Order. Y'all know that YouTube channel. I can stream it. Anyway, Woody's girlfriend is a cop. How do we think Still got the hint about the meeting? I think Woody told him. Woody told it. I don't know. But that's a good question. Law and crime. Thank you, Marnie. Law and crime. I don't know. But that is a very good question. I'm going to be honest with you, though. I don't know. Oh, gosh. I don't know. I do not know. But anyway, y'all, let's get into this. So let's run on over. We're going to go from crime to silly. Exactly. He didn't even want to say the name of his child's mother. How do you not know that? Right. Child Woody was like, they said, how many kids do you have? More than one? He said more than one. She said, do you have 3 kids? No, she said, do you have more than 3? He said, I could be. I don't know. You never know how many. Baby, when Woody does this, This one, when he leans into the microphone and says, I do not recall. And then sits back like, drop mic. Oh my God. Y'all, the way this thing has cracked me up. Anyway, moving on. Then he told the judge the other day, can we take a break? The judge said, do you need to go to the bathroom or something? He said, no, I just need a break. Oh, God. Okay, excuse me. Whew. Moving on. I'm sorry. Okay. Hey, So Jeff. Hey, boo. When he told that lady, I know I didn't finish school, but I'm speaking... Right! He said, I know I didn't finish school, but I think I'm speaking proper English. Hey, Scotty Boo. I'm surprised you up this early. Y'all was having yourselves a good time last night, honey. Woody said, I'm tired. He said, my head hurt. I'm tired. Anyway, okay. So let's get into this Fox Soul situation. Now, listen. For those of you who are not familiar with the situation over to the Fox Soul, y'all know that we had the TGIF, which started during the Panorama. It was Al Reynolds, it was Claudia Jordan, it was Funky Dineva, right? Maybe about 5 months ago now, Funky Dineva left the show. Now, Funky Dineva, are you only up because Bando called? Mm-hmm. Hey, Bando. Scotty gonna cuss me out. Love you, Scotty. So now at first, Funky Dineva left. At first, Funky Dineva, y'all, I don't even have the lights on. I just realized that. At first, Funky Dineva just packed his bags and left. Okay. But then he felt like Claudia Jordan threw some subliminals at him. And y'all know Funky Dineva don't do subliminals. Either he gonna say it or he ain't gonna say it. Either he gonna tell it or he ain't gonna tell it. So when he felt like Claudia was throwing subliminals, I don't know if she was or she wasn't. He know more than I know. Baby. Then he told it. And he went on to talk about how, he felt like Claudia was doing some sneaky things. Yada, 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 boo, boo, boo. We covered it. Y'all can go find them videos, child. Well, they did a search of who they were going to replace Funky Dineva with, and Armon Wiggins was chosen. So Armon Wiggins took the seat. He's been there for a couple of months now. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all no lies. I am not a regular viewer of TGIF. I'm just going to be honest and tell y'all the truth. I watch it when they're talking to somebody I care, I want to hear about, or if something goes viral, then I'll go back and see it. I'm just going to tell the truth. But I knew our mom was over there, and I caught a few, little stories from here and there over there. Now, sometimes when you see these shows and you see banter, you don't know what's real and what's fake. You don't know if it's real banter or if the people there's really some underlying tension, right? But I did pick up on some banter. It did seem like, but Armon is Funky Dineva 2.0, right? If Armon thinking it's coming out, he really don't have a whole lot of cut cards, and he really does not have a whole lot of filter, right? If he thinking it's coming out, that's just who Armon Wiggins is. If it's here, it's here. If it's here, it's here. So Al had a birthday this week. Now, when Armon had a birthday, they did a roast. For those who do not know, a roast, I personally do not like roasts. I don't find them funny. I don't enjoy them. I don't ever want one, right? I do not find it funny because here's the thing about a roast. A roast is when they basically talk about all the negative things about you and they make it funny. Some of it's exaggerated. Some of it might be an outright lie, but most of it is based in truth. And I feel like a roast is just an opportunity for people to tell you how they really feel about you and put it to a laugh track. And in my personal business, I mean, for me personally, that's not what I want. Now, some people might say, well, you don't have a sense of humor. That's fine. Some people might say, oh, well, you can't take criticism. Okay. But I don't want to be in a room full of people who may or may not know me that well, because sometimes these celebrity roasts, these people don't even know these people. So when you say, okay, we're going to roast you for your birthday, when Armon Wiggins, first of all, Armon Wiggins hadn't even been there that long. You know what I mean? So you basically have his two new co-workers talking about negative things. Now, they didn't go that deep. I mean, I think Claudia Jordan talked about his teeth, and I think they talked about, I believe Armon Wiggins had been arrested or something in the past or something like that. So they brought up the fact that he had been arrested or been to jail or something like that. I mean, public information, not too deep, yada, yada, yada. I still wouldn't want to celebrate my birthday that way. But hey, if that's what they agreed to, that's what they agreed to. Yeah, powerful. And that's what I'm saying. Some people have the personality for it. Me personally, that's just not my idea of a good time. I don't even like watching roast, because sometimes watching roast for me get cringy. I don't even like watching them. But again, humor, the thing about humor is there are different strokes for different folks, right? There are different types of, like there's some comedians, like for example, I've never thought Jim Carrey was funny. I don't like Jim Carrey's humor. I didn't like Jim Carrey from In Living Color. I never thought Jim Carrey was funny. So when Jim Carrey, after he left In Living Color and he became this huge fan, he became this huge star, I didn't like any of his movies. I didn't like Liar Liar. I didn't like Ace Ventura. I didn't like his brand of humor. I do not find funny. But he's a multi-millionaire and he could care less what my opinion is. You know what I mean? Exactly. Humor is subjective. So for me, roasts are not funny to me. Now, do me and my friends get together and we talk? Like, I'm gonna take Scotty for example. For those of y'all that know, y'all know me and Scotty give each other the blues sometime when we're on the Whether You Like It or Not panel. We go back and forth sometime, right? But here's the thing that I know. I know when Scotty's just in a bad mood and he ain't in the mood for it, versus when Scotty is just being Scotty and me and him can go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Me and Scotty, that is not the basis of our relationship all day, every day. We really just clown each other sometimes. I would not be interested in roasting Scotty. That wouldn't be fun for me to think of all of the worst attributes about my friend and make a joke of it. But again, Scotty might say, hey, y'all, for my 40th birthday party, I want a roast. I would participate and go to the party, but I wouldn't want to do a roast. Do y'all understand? For me, that's just me. But neither here, right? Some people don't find Kevin Hart funny. I think he's fucking hilarious. And I know some people are like, oh, he does too much. I think, listen, I have been getting my life to these Kevin Hart, Kai Cenat, clips on TikTok, baby. And then Drewski was there last week. They had a sleepover. Baby, that shit was funny to me. I find it hilarious. And I know some people don't find Kevin Hart funny. I find Kevin Hart fucking hilarious. Different strokes for different folks. But neither here nor there. So this week, it was Al's birthday. And it was Armand's turn to roast Al. Now, we are going to break this down a little bit. And baby, I'll be 40 in 5 years. Don't try to plan my birthday party already. Yes. And wherever it's going to be and whatever we're going to do, you know I'm there, baby. Right. So humor is definitely subjective, right? So let's listen to hold on. Oh, why y'all ain't remind me? Xavier, say something in the chat. Xavier, drop down and say something in the chat. Y'all gotta El Teddy just reminded me. Say something in the chat. So we're getting ready to listen to Armon Wiggins roast. And like I said, we're gonna listen. There you go, Xavier. Okay, hold on. Xavier has become our newest mod. Now listen, Xavier is one of my day ones, but I didn't make Xavier a mod for a long time because y'all know Xavier got a short temper. And I said, now, Xavier, you got to use your powers for good. He said, I can't, no problem. So Xavier, you now have your mod stick, honey. Now have your mod stick. Now use your powers for good, Xavier, not for evil. All right, baby. So we're going to listen to what Armon Wiggins had to say about our rentals. And it goes a little something like this. Hold on, is it playing?
Drama and having a nap for making our workplace.
Here it is.
Because this is truly your birthday. Now, everyone, I wrote it down. Gather round, gather round. It's roast time, okay? Al, you're a man of many talents, some of which include being messy, causing drama, and having a knack for making our workplace feel like a reality TV show. Al's got a unique ability to smile in your face, snap a picture, and go behind your back and talk about you to your coworker that he claims he hates.
Child.
It's like he's got a PhD in two-faced study, okay? Due to Al's special relationship with management and his hypersensitivity, we are not allowed to talk about his failed marriage.
Well, speak on it, clock it.
So even though he's brought it up many times, I'll steer clear of that topic to keep my job. Now, but wait, there's more. Al fancies himself as the facts guy, but somehow he never seems to get the actual facts right. Oh, and how could I forget Al's clout chasing antics? He's got all these celebrities friends, but the best part, none of these celebrities actually know they're supposed to be friends with him. And as if that wasn't enough, Al is currently on a mission to get our talk show canceled. His nasty, childish, slightly jealous attitude is working overtime to torpedo our show. It's like he's auditioning for a soap opera villain role. But despite all the chaos, let's not forget it's your birthday, Al.
Yep.
Now, oh shoot. Now, that to me is not a roast. There was some little roasting sprinkled in. There was a little roasting sprinkled in, but that was not a roast. That was a straight up, I'm telling your business. I'm exposing you. I'm exposing what you're doing here, what you are creating here. And I'm going to use this as a guise. Right. That was a read. Now, the thing about his ex-wife, okay, sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, the thing about him clout chasing, sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. The thing about him saying he got all these celebrity friends that don't know that they're his friends, that's the sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. But the him creating a hostile work environment, that's you telling business. That's you. That I wouldn't even say that's a read. That is you putting out work information under the guise of a roast. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Him saying he runs to management, he has a special relationship with the producers, which gives him favor, which is what Armon was saying. He has a special relationship with producers that gives him favor. And he's on a mission to get the show canceled because of all of his, backhanded things. Now, let me say this. And shout out to the House of Aaron. That was the House of Aaron. I used his I used his clip, so I hope he don't get mad. Shout out to the House of Aaron. I used his video clip. So that was him going, child. That was House of Aaron. I was trying to find a clean version without somebody doing their commentary, but I couldn't, child. But I'm cool with Aaron. I don't think he's gonna flag me, child. I don't think he's gonna flag. Don't flag me, Aaron. So this is what I'm gonna say about. There's two different ways of looking at this, right? There's the way of I love Aaron too. If y'all don't, one of my mods, drop Aaron's link in the chat, please. So y'all, if y'all don't already follow Aaron, y'all go follow House of Aaron. I'm sure y'all do, child. But if y'all don't, by some weird, crazy instance, y'all don't follow House of Aaron. Oh, wait a minute. We almost at 300 people in the room. Y'all know when 300 people in the room, Don Don opens up the kitchen, right? So if y'all are new here, if we get 300 people in the room, Don Don opens up the kitchen when it's 300 people. So Don Don, you might need to start firing up the grill, honey. This is what I think. And I don't know Armon, I don't know Al, I don't know none of these people. But I honestly think that in the 4 months that Armon Wiggins has been there, I think these are some of the things that are happening. I believe everything Armon Wiggins said about the work environment. I don't know Al, and I'm not trying to make it personal against Al, but I believe everything that Armon Wiggins said is happening in there. He's getting a brunch together. So we're gonna have some chicken and waffles, some grits. Hey, Mims! Claudia posted a pic last night and captioned it with real friends. Who was the picture with, Mims? Hey, boo. Who was the picture with? I feel like Claudia is behind all of this mess. Ooh! Nicole said, I feel like Claudia is behind all of this mess. Ooh. I personally feel like now we can argue whether Armon should have done it or not. We can debate whether Armon should have kept that business private or if he put it out there because Al, again, if Al is creating a hostile work environment, and I mean, it's only been 4 months, but Armon ain't been there that long. It's only been 4 or 5 months. You know what I'm saying? It's only been 4 or 5 months. So if he's only been there 4 or 5 months and he's already clocked it, because again, I believe what he said, then was he right for using this as an opportunity to put it out there and basically put it out on notice? Like, I'm not him. I'm not that itch. You know what I'm saying? I'm not him. Some might say, Armon, you got an easy check over there at Fox Soul. Can I tell y'all a secret though? Can I tell y'all a secret? And I know some people may not agree with what I'm getting ready to say. And I love y'all anyway. I think Armon done got over there and realized that the grass wasn't as green as he thought it was on the other side. Now, that's just what I think. I don't know that to be true. I don't know Armon Wiggins. I ain't never talked to him on the phone. But I think Armon took this job. He was like, oh my gosh, Fox Soul, this is a great platform. It's going to elevate me. It's going to take me certain places. It's going to take me to that next level. I think that he done got over there and realized that the grass ain't as green as he thought it was. Now, that's just my opinion. I don't know if that's true or not. And I don't know. And I think that our mom was like, listen, however this go, it's a win-win for me. Because either it's going to get better, either production or management is going to be on notice and it's going to get better, or I'm going to get fired. And it's a win-win for me. I really do. That's my opinion. I really, really do. Now, at the end of this, Al laughed about it. Everybody thought that it was over. Al kind of did the
right.
Oh, shoot. Everybody thought it was okay, you got me. But then Bucky Dineva was over there minding his own business, doing his own show down to his YouTube. And Al Reynolds called. Hold on, y'all. My fault. Give me a second. I messed up my timestamp. Hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. When I was looking for the timestamp, my mama called. Sorry. So here it is right here. So then Al must have got off. You know, he smiled for the cameras and he was like, okay, yeah, we good. But baby, he got off the phone, baby, and he called his friend. Now, you know, y'all ever been in a situation where you in a work environment and you went through something with a bad manager? You have a friend and you went through, y'all worked together and y'all had a horrible boss and y'all sort of bonded over some bull hockey down to the job. Now, y'all might not be best friends, like talk every day, all day, hang out every day, all day, but y'all have that common bond and it's going to always bond y'all together. So you might leave the job, but your friend's still there. And every time something happened, you call that friend because they're the only one that can understand what it is. So you pick up the phone and be like, let me tell you what that bitch did today. And that person, you ain't got to do no explaining because they used to work there and they already know what's going on, right? Now, I stole this one from Mims. Mims, you better not flag me. I stole this one from Mims. Okay.
Hey. Listen. Hold on before you talk. You need to hear this on live.
Listen. Funky didn't even did what a friend was supposed to do. Funky was live and he said, oh, he gonna Al calling me thinking he was going to get a little kiki with his friend Al down in his YouTube, right? Baby, he can hear the Al voice. When you call somebody and the first thing out your mouth is listen, you know what's coming. You be like, oh shit. So as soon as he heard Al say, listen, baby, Funky said, hey, you on speaker? I'm on live. I'm on my YouTube. So look, Funky did his job now. Now, this was not Funky being messy. Funky did his job.
Hold on. People can hear you. I don't give a fuck.
Baby, let me tell you, one of my favorite curse words is fuck. Fuck and shit. Because there's a way you can say both of those words that can tell the whole story. Al said, I don't give up. And the way he put that, you already knew. You already knew. Baby. He said, I don't give up.
You go back and watch TGIF tonight. Go back and watch TGIF tonight. What happened? Go back and watch.
Now Funky being messy, but Funky did his job. Funky told that man, you are on my YouTube and I am live right now. So Funky did his job. Now he being messy. And I was here for it because I'd have done the same damn thing. Once I warn you, once I tell you, you on speakerphone, the people can hear you, and you keep talking, oh, well, I'm going to give my people the tea. You know why? Because I still don't fuck with that job. Because I done told y'all when I left, I didn't fuck with that job. So if I'm going to bring a little tea over to my channel, bring some traffic over here, let's do it. Okay?
TGIF tonight, and you tell me if I don't have a...
Have y'all ever...
That's Mims giving his commentary. Now, what I did get mad about was Funky did not let Al finish because when Funky did what Funky did was Funky lifted up his phone and let people see that it was Al. And then Al sort of caught himself. It was like, then he realized, okay, wait a minute, hold on. See, if Funky had just let him keep talking and didn't like show the screen or nothing, I don't know what it was about Funky putting his phone up and showing the screen that made Al stop. But the minute he did that, Al just kind of stopped and was like, you just watched the show. You just watched the show and you let me know. Listen. I really wish that Funky had just let that man talk. Because he said, you listen to the show and you tell me if I don't have a... And I thought he was getting ready to say a case, a reason to be mad. Like, I wanted him to keep talking. Because that's the nosy in me. Yeah, that gave him just enough time to be like, okay, wait a minute, hold on, let me shut up. That gave him just enough time. So then Funky just got off the phone and said, okay, Al, okay. And baby, Funky ain't know what to do with himself. Funky ain't know what to do with himself. He ain't know whether to shut that live down. He ain't know what to do. You could tell he wanted to get the tea so damn bad. And baby, me too. I'm going to tell you what I would have done, y'all. I don't know. I might have put y'all on hold so I can go see and be like, let me see what they talking about. Let's see what they talking about. I might have put y'all on hold and go for myself. With that being said, though, I didn't watch anything last night because y'all know I went to the wedding, and then as soon as I came home, I had to get on the live. So I didn't watch. I don't think Funky went live last night, and I don't watch. And I'm sure TGIF, but I did see something about Armon posted where he wanted to go to Vegas or something, and I saw Claudia comment underneath. So I don't know, y'all. I do think messy BTV. Yep, I'd have been now in that situation. I'd have been messy as hell. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'd have been messy as hell. I definitely would have been like, hold on, let me go back up. I missed the super chat. Hold on. Thank you, Miss Cookie Ray, for the super chat. Me too. What's the, who the, why the, how the, when the, all pair perfectly with the fuck. Exactly. You listen, that's my favorite curse word. I think fuck is my favorite. If that come out, baby, it's a whole, because I cuss a lot. I do. But that one right there. And I think I don't give up is my favorite sentence in the whole wide world. The only two people that are still living on this earth, no, it's three. The only three people that are still walking this earth that'll never hear me say that is my mama, my daddy, and my aunt. Anybody else can get it. Them the only three people that'll never hear me say, I don't give up, unless they listening to me talk to somebody else. Because I'll never tell them three people that I don't give up. Now, they might hear me say it to somebody else if they listening to me. TGIF was canceled. When was it canceled? He was, wait a minute, hold on. Funky was live last night? Oh, it was wild that night. Oh, okay. I'm beginning to think that Claudia is the problem. Oh. The episode is gone. Nacho got your little nieces saying it, and they used it right. Oh, the show was canceled. The show was canceled? Powerful, are you sure? Mims. Is Mims still in here? Armon was extremely problematic stuff, and Al checks them. I knew it would be a problem because when Armon got on the show, Claudia would purposely side with Armon despite Al. They all annoy me, child. Again, the show never really did. I mean, it was a great format show, and I thought that those were great personalities, but it just wasn't my thing. I was referring to his YouTube channel episode. Oh, they just didn't do a show last night. Oh, I got you. Okay, I got you. Oh, I got what you're saying, Powerful. Last night's show wasn't real, wasn't new. Oh, got it. So we'll see. I'm sure that we'll see something. Something may or may not. I don't think Funky will say anything about it. I think Funky called Al when he got off of his live. He got the 411. He probably, I'm sure he has seen the clip by now. And this is the only thing that I might see happening in the future. Not right now. The only thing I might see happening in the future would be if the show does get canceled, Funky doing an interview with Al. But I don't even really see that happening because neither one of them, Funky usually, you might get one good cussing out from Funky. You know what I'm saying? So I could see maybe him and Al maybe doing an interview, a one and done interview, but I doubt that. If I doubt that. But at the most, that's the only thing I could see happening. But I don't even think that's. Hey, Miss Toby. Yes, the show wasn't on last night. Al made a statement on his IG. What did he say? I don't follow Al on IG. What did he say? And then we're gonna get into how Kenya trolled everybody last night. Al Reynolds. The Al Reynolds. Okay, what he had said on his Instagram last night. Hello, guys. Today's show has been canceled as I'm dealing with some internal issues on what is supposed to be my birthday weekend. I'll see y'all soon. Oh. He is dealing with some internal issues. And I don't think he meant body internal. I think he meant management down to the TGIF. We'll see. All right, let's get into this Kenya thing, and then I'm gonna open up the floor for a little while. Y'all, Kenya trolled the hell out of everybody last night. Now, let me say this to y'all. Anybody who wasn't down to Kenya's live last night is because you ain't know about the live last night. Anybody that watches the Real Housewives of Atlanta or is interested in anything dealing with the Real Housewives of Atlanta was in that live last night. It was over 10,000 people in there. And I saw all of my content creators. You know, Instagram telling on you. You know Instagram tells on you. You go into an Instagram live and it's going to tell you. Well, that's true. Make it make sense. But I mean verbally. I mean as far as, like, you know how some YouTubers come back and forth. They'll just keep doing videos. What I'm saying is Funky said what he had to say. And yes, he's still doing subliminal stuff, like going live at the same time as TGIF. But that for me, I'm cool with that. That's warfare. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm cool with all of it because hell, it don't bother me nowhere one way or the other. But what I meant is the verbal back and forth. Yeah, he may still be doing some subliminal shit and still and he may even still be dropping, you know, some subliminals here and there. I don't watch him every night. He may still be dropping some subliminals here and there. But I mean, as far as, you know, doing a video talking about Fox Soul, talking about Claudia Jordan. Yeah, I think because even when he went through what he went through with Michelle, once he was done talking about it, he was done talking about it. And he did one last video when he did that interview with Tasha K a few years after everything was over with. And that is it. That is all. Again, does he drop subliminals from time to time? Yeah, he does. But as far as coming down here and doing whole videos talking about Michelle Brown, he don't do it. He don't. And when he has beef with somebody, he may talk about it once or twice and then he's done with it. That's what I meant. I don't mean like he don't feel no kind of way, but I mean as far as that, you know how YouTubers do this constant back and forth thing. That's what I meant. But I gotta talk to you anyway, because yeah, I gotta ask you something. Anyway, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He'll do subliminals. He absolutely will. He'll definitely do. If you watch Funky Dineva all of the time, you will hear and you will catch and you will know there's certain people he don't see it for a certain thing. Like you definitely will. But I mean, he ain't gonna fire up no live and just go off on a regular basis on somebody. That's what I meant by that. Because you know, some YouTubers, it's up and it's stuck. It's up and it's stuck, okay? Yeah, he will. He definitely will. So, because when he did that interview with Tasha K, that was the first time he had spoken on Michelle Brown, hell, since he had moved to Florida. You know, and again, regardless of whether people think he was right or wrong in the situation, he just hadn't really said a whole lot in years. It had been years since he had spoken. And then he said what he said. And again, you may catch a subliminal, but he don't do no videos. Even when when he lost his channel and she did a whole live about it, he was like, you know, he addressed it and then he moved the fuck on. Like, you know, and he didn't even call her by name. He was just like, you know, people relishing in, you know, my misfortune, yada, 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 boo, boo, boo. Anyway, let's get into this Kenya trolling situation. Now, Kenya had all of us down. I was at a wedding yesterday. I was at a wedding last night, and luckily for me, 6 o'clock fell during the cocktail hour. You know, you go to a wedding, you have, after the wedding is over, everybody, the wedding party goes to take pictures, and depending on what type of wedding you're at, you know, where we were, the reception was at the same venue as the wedding, and there was a cocktail hour. And the wedding was outside. The reception was inside, but there wasn't a whole lot of seats inside. So I went back outside to where they still had the seats set up. And the cocktail hour fell at 6 o'clock. So I went and got me a little cocktail. I went and got me a little take, you know, got me some cheese and crackers. Okay. And then I went on outside to eat my little cheese and crackers and drink my cocktail while I listened to Kenya Moore. Now, did I really truly believe that Kenya Moore was going to spill everything? I didn't. I did not think Kenya Moore was going to give us everything. But I did think Kenya was going to give us a little something. I did not believe that we was going to get it all. But I did think we was going to get a little something. we didn't get, well, we did, but we didn't. Kenya went live playing. Okay? She was playing. She saw the numbers, and she know what it is. Kenya's not stupid. She knew what it was. Kenya spent the first, I screen recorded a 7-minute clip. Kenya spent the first 5.5 minutes talking about her salon. Gave us a tour. Now, I'm going to tell you what I did walk away from. The only thing, I walked away from 2 things from Kenya's live last night. The first thing I walked away from is she's struggling with that salon. That salon is struggling. That salon is struggling. Why is the salon struggling? We could have that conversation. But on that, Armon tweeted, what he tweet out, Cub Star? I don't follow. Do I follow Armon on Instagram, on Twitter? Let me see. Okay, shit. Who cares? Armon Wiggins. Do I follow him? I saw a meet and greet in Vegas. Him and Claudia. You still going to Vegas? He said, my work is done. Now, he tweeted that out last night. He said, my work is done. Ooh. He said, this pen is fire. Ooh. Armand, somebody said, are we still going to Vegas next month at Claudia Jordan? Armand said, yes, I'm ready. Claudia said, I'm here now, warming the dice up and looking for venues. My mom said meet and greet would be fire. Soulmates, y'all here for it? And Claudia responded, adults only. Oh. If there's another tweet, I don't see it. But that's the tweet that I see. Or those are the tweets that I see. Okay. All right. So I think Kenya's spa is a combination of things. Or the quote unquote. But the audio that we heard from the event, Kenya was complaining about being able to get people to come in. She was complaining about filling up her booths, filling up the seats. So she's already complaining in the grand opening about how hard it's been to get clientele. That's number one. Number two, she did it again last night. She spent probably about 2-3 minutes complaining about how hard it's been, how much money she spent. She said she almost broke the bank to open up this salon, and how she can't get people in the seats, and how people make fake appointments because they just want to come and see, and how people bloggers are just coming through, and people are writing fake reviews on Instagram and Yelp, whatever. And so she's complaining. And I said, now that's the second time that we've heard her complaining. Oh, Janae, I didn't know you were a RHOA. I did not know that. Janae, the person that I reached out to when I told you I had somebody to reach out to, the person I reached out to was a RHOA. Okay, I might put y'all in touch with each other. Anyway, so we can come back to why we think that the salon itself may not be doing well. But the other thing she said was, now, a couple of the ladies from the Real Housewives of Atlanta dropped in the chat. We saw Portia, we saw Drew, we saw LaToya Forever, we saw Angela, the new one that's married to Charles Oakley, I believe it is. We saw them all drop down in the chat, and Kenya made it her business to call each one of them women out and say how great it was, how they were building a relationship. She's so great to see that her and Portia have this building friendship. She's so thankful for Drew. She's getting to know Drew, and Drew is doing some great things. I mean, I found it interesting that she went out of her way to acknowledge all of those women that she saw that was from the franchise, and she mentioned them. and talked about how supportive they've been and how they are her, how they have this friendship that they're building up. I found that to be very interesting. I did. I found it to be very interesting, very curious. Now, here's the thing. No. Now, according to Michelle Brown, ATLian, she said that they were not allowed to talk to her. Dropping down in an Instagram chat is not the same. Dropping down in an Instagram chat is not the same as having a phone conversation or going out to dinner. If we believe it. I don't know how true that part is. I do know that when there are investigations, when it comes to personnel investigations, it's just like a police investigation. If you're a witness to something, the police will tell you, okay, you don't need to talk to so-and-so because we're doing this investigation. Because they don't want you to try to link up your stories. Now, can they literally take your phone and all of that? No. But trust and believe in a criminal investigation, they can pull your phone records. Now, in this type of an investigation, they probably just asked the ladies, look, we're doing this investigation. We're asking that you guys not. I don't think it was a punishment thing like, don't talk to Kenya. I think it was until we, we're doing an investigation, until we've had a chance to interview everybody, we're asking that you guys not talk to each other because we don't want everybody to try to link up their stories. Now, I don't know if that's true because I don't know if that really happened. But I'm saying that's what was being reported. That is what was being reported. Don't know if that's really what happened. Now, I do find it interesting that they did drop down in a live back. I do. Now, I will say this. What Kenya said, and again, you have to pay attention to what somebody's not saying. Kenya did not say she wasn't suspended. Kenya didn't address the quote-unquote incident at all. What Kenya did say was, I'm not going anywhere. That's what Kenya said. Kenya said, I'm not going anywhere. Girl, that could mean anything. That could mean anything. For somebody to say, I'm not going anywhere, what that mean? So I think that when I say she was trolling us, Kenya had everybody come in there basically to do free promo for her salon. That is what that was. That is for everybody to come in there to do free promo for her salon so people could come in there and try. She was letting us people know that you could come and make an appointment and all of that. What I'm saying is this, and I'm getting ready to drop the link now. I got about 30 minutes. I'm going to drop the link now. That means that she will still be on the show after the investigation. No, that's not what that means, Ravine. That means she ain't going nowhere. She did not. So here's the thing. If there is, let's assume for a minute that she has been suspended and that's it. Then just like when they suspended Nene, she had to sit out a couple of episodes and come back in. That may very well be what it is. But that's not, we can't automatically assume that that's what she means, Ravine. I know you like Kenya, girl, but we can't automatically assume that that's what that means. Now, do I think Kenya's getting ready to be fired? No. I don't think so. I don't think so. Do I think that we are going to see what happened at the salon? Maybe. If what Michelle Brown reported, and I know a lot of people, when I did my live yesterday morning, it hadn't really hit all of the blogs yet. But the fact that Entertainment Tonight and all of these more credible, quote unquote, credible sources picked it up, I think we can assume that what Michelle said about the suspension was accurate. So I think we can also, for me, I think we can also assume that this investigation part of it is accurate. Now, that doesn't mean that at the end of the investigation, Kenya is going to be fired. I don't know. I dropped the link if you guys want to come up. I have about 30 minutes if you guys want to come up and give me your take, your opinion. You know, y'all know we can disagree around here. I said on another channel that I think they might take Kenya off for the rest of the season. I don't know. I let me say this. We can't ignore the situation. We can't ignore the fact that Bravo has to move differently. We can't ignore the fact that Bravo has to move differently. Bravo can't do what it used to do. Bravo can't push stuff to the side. That's a fake picture, you guys. And I hope somebody told Color Me Pink that that's not a real picture. That's a fake picture. That's not real. That's a Photoshop picture. That's not a real picture. I did see Color Me Pink's video. It was late last night, but I'm hoping by now somebody told her that video, that picture is not real. The thing is, people change because they're forced to change. So it would not be fair to compare anything that's going on with Kenya's situation prior to any other housewife or Bravo situation that has happened prior to these lawsuits being filed. And I'm going to tell you why. Because things that people used to be allowed to get away with, once they get called on it or they're going through litigation, they move differently. So I saw where somebody used the example of something that happened on Vanderpump Rules, right? Hey, Bab. Hey, Boo.
Hey.
Yeah, let me just finish this.
What you were saying is pretty much what I was about to say myself.
Oh, well, go ahead, baby. Go ahead then. You got the floor.
No, I was just gonna say with Andy getting sued and all that type of litigation, Bravo literally has no way that they can ignore things or sweep things under the rug. You know, that's like basically taking on a liability, and they're not going to do that for Kenya.
Yeah, and once you've been put on notice, see, the thing too is people get away with stuff because, I mean, again, think about the Brandy Glanville situation. Brandy has done that a million times. Well, I mean, a million is an exaggeration, but we've seen Brandy touch women, try to kiss women, make sexual advances towards women. But it took for Carolyn Manzo to say, that's not okay. I'm not cool with it. And because production didn't address it the way I felt production needed to address it, now I'm going to sue all y'all asses. You know what I'm saying? When Leia, regardless of whether the lawsuit goes anywhere or not, this is a legal situation that has to be addressed by Bravo. What allegations? What do you mean with allegations? I don't know what y'all.
And then you have the whole situation, the whole current environment right now with Puff Daddy and all. Well, I guess he did
that
now.
Too.
Yeah, it's just the wrong time. I don't know why she did. Well, allegedly did that. It was the wrong time to do something like that if she did it.
Yeah, and again, like I said yesterday, sometimes we think stuff in our head makes sense, and then we realize that was not a good idea. And I think in Kenya's mind, because if it's true that this was pictures that she found in a public place, maybe she found them somewhere. I don't know. Maybe they were somewhere deep dark in the Twitter and on the freak Twitter. Maybe if it I don't know. Maybe if somewhere down but wherever she allegedly found these pictures, if they were quote unquote public pictures, I think in her mind she thought she was covered. I don't know, and I don't know why she would do it. Like I said, I don't know why she would do it at her event and at a public event. If she did something like that, if she had invited the ladies over for a tea party or a cocktail hour and said, "I've got some news to I got some tea to spill," and it was just the ladies there, and she did it, it still would have been bad. But I just don't understand her thought process of doing something like that at a public event with people outside of the housewives there and at your event. That's your business.
She might have told us, though.
That you are now complaining. You're complaining you can't even get people to make an appointment to get their hair done. And that is where you chose to do that.
So that's it though. If she felt like the lady was bad mouthing the salon or her business or whatever, right? And her business is struggling and she sunk most of her money into it, it might have been desperation, you know? Like she's not thinking rationally because her situation right now isn't the best because of that, the money that she sunk into that salon.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so it's a couple of things in the chat. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Simone. Are you talking about what I was saying about Andy and Bravo, or are you talking about what Kenya is being accused of? So Ravine said, what exactly did she do? We didn't even see the real pics. I agree. Us didn't see anything, but the people who were there did. And now allegedly there's an investigation as to what actually happened. Now, when somebody, because Xavier was like, what investigation do they need to do? What happened at the event? Simone, girl, where you been? Okay, let me go back. Allegedly, this is all alleged. Allegedly, at Kenya's event last week, her grand opening of her salon last week, allegedly, she exposed she did a background check. She did one of your moves, Simone. She did a background check on Britt Edie, who is one of the new housewives. Her and Britt Edie have not been getting along. She did a background check and she exposed what she found about Britt Edie. Allegedly, some of the things that she found is that Britt Edie has been involved in some sort of insurance. She's an insurance. I mean, she's a real estate, right? She's allegedly been involved involved in real estate fraud. Allegedly, she's been a paid escort in the past, and Kenya allegedly found some inappropriate sexual pictures of her and allegedly showed the pictures at the party. So people are using the term revenge, PORN. Other people are saying, well, that doesn't fit the definition because those pictures they weren't private pictures. They were pictures that Kenya found. I think she said they found them they came from Snapchat or something like that. I don't know. We have not seen the pictures, but this is what is being reported. What we do know is something happened. Like something had to happen. There were people there who have said, allegedly, and only Michelle. No, that's not true, Ravine. Michelle is not the only person saying that. That's not true. That's not true. I know you want to cape for Kenya, but Michelle is not the only person saying that this happened. That information hit all of the blogs. Michelle is only one of the people that said it happened. The Neighborhood Talk has said it happened. The Shade Room, the Jasmine Brown. Like if you go through all of the blogs, they are all talking about this, and it didn't just come from Michelle. Michelle wasn't even in the room. There were people who were in the room that said it happened. No, there was no weapon. There was no weapon. There was no weapon there. No. Right, Don knows people who were in the room. Michelle is not the only person saying it. That is not true. That's not accurate.
I have a question. Even if the pictures were on somewhere like Snapchat or Twitter or whatever, right? If they were put out by someone who meant this lady harm and Kenya went and redistributed them basically, wouldn't that be criminal in and of itself? If it were the case, I'm just saying if. I'm not saying that that's what happened.
I personally think, again, do I think Kenya is going to get charged with anything? No, I just don't think it's going to be there. But do I think that the intent matters? I do. I think intent matters. You know what I mean? Malicious intent is a legal term, and I think that matters.
Yeah, I don't think Kenya is going to have no criminal charges either. I'm just saying, if you're I can't talk today, but if you're putting something out there that wasn't supposed to be out there in the first place, you're just as wrong as the person who put it out there before. That's all I'm trying to get at.
Right. I do think that she has if what happened, right, if that is what happened, I think she has a civil case.
Yeah.
If that's what happened. Yeah. Again, I wasn't in the room, but again, there are people who were in the room. The audio has leaked. The audio came from inside of the room. That didn't come from Michelle A.T. Alien. That came from somebody who was inside of the room. Pictures of the alleged poster board that she had those elite. And we saw on at least one of the poster boards where she was talking about her being committing insurance fraud. So a lot of the story links up. And Kenya would not have been suspended if nothing happened. Like in the history of housewives, how many times can we really list a housewife being suspended?
Shoot, it took Nene knocking somebody's tooth out.
Right. You know, we have to see how it plays out, but NBC Universal is not playing. That's what I'm saying. And they have to move different these days. You know, it's one thing when you've been getting away with something, and then once you've been put on notice, it's like, okay, we got to do something different. We can't do what we used to do.
Right. This is not the climate for that at all. Mm-hmm. You can't ignore women saying that in some way they've been mishandled. You cannot in this world today.
Yeah. So again, do I think that there will be criminal? Now, again, I would have to get an attorney to give us a legal opinion on it. But my opinion, I think intent matters. That's just like with doxing. Doxing happens a lot down here on in certain areas of YouTube where people will pull your information and put it out there in an attempt to try to embarrass you or just expose you. Because a lot of places on YouTube, people don't talk about who they really are, right? They don't want, their real information out for their own reasons. Doxing itself, if you read the definition for doxing, the word malicious intent is in the definition of doxing. And people will say, well, I didn't dox you. It was public information. Yes, but if you went and found my information for the purposes of trying to embarrass me or for malicious intent, now it becomes a criminal situation. You going to my Facebook and you were not my Facebook friend, and you going through my Facebook information to find information to find out where I work and then doxing my job, or find out where I went find out some of my other friends and reaching out to those friends to try to get information on me and then posting it in a malicious manner. Now that's a problem. You just knowing who I am and telling somebody, oh, I know who she is. She's a teacher and she works and such. No, that's not necessarily doxing me, but it's the intent behind it. You know what I'm saying? So know better. Yeah, it irritates me when people be like, well, it was public information. Yeah, but it was public information that I didn't give you. And you're putting it out here to try to embarrass me. You know what I mean? So NBC Universal... I can't see Kenya doing this when she has a lot to lose, but I'm gonna wait until it come out. And that's why I think a lot of us, I know myself included, if Kenya's taking this business serious, hold on, Miss Toby said, why would she bring foolishness to her establishment? See, listen, I'm with all of y'all on that. I dropped the link again if anybody wants to come up. I'm with all of y'all on that. That is why it took me a long time to wrap my brain around it. But here's what I believe. I believe where there's smoke, there's fire. Somewhere there is something that happened that was inappropriate. Kenya would not be suspended if something did not happen that was inappropriate. That is my opinion. That is what I believe. Now, does it rise to the definition of revenge, PORN? Don't know. Wasn't there. But do I think that something happened? I absolutely believe something happened.
Shoot, I'm not the biggest fan of Kenya's, but I will hope that it doesn't, because I don't want nothing criminal to happen to that lady, because she has a daughter. I definitely
don't want to. Yeah. Now, as far as this salon not being, things not working out with this salon, what do you think that is?
Though I think that she should have opened it without her name being attached to it. That's the biggest thing that I think, because when you're a person who's polarizing, sometimes that can work to try to open up a business to the public.
I'm gonna be honest.
She should have been a secret investor.
You think maybe she should have just put her name on it, or maybe called it something other than Kenya Moore Hair Care or something?
Yeah, she could have had somebody else run the salon, manage it, all that sort of stuff. They can be the face behind it, but she's the one making the real money.
I'm gonna tell you, because let's be clear, black hair care is $1 billion industry. So the fact that she is having a hard time, hold on, Xavier, I'm bringing you up, babe. The fact that she's having a hard time filling up her seats is, I think part of it is, I think that we as consumers of reality TV. Hey, Xavier, is that you, babe?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I think those of us that are consumers of reality TV, I think a lot of us have gotten to the point where we expect these establishments and these businesses to just not be real. I think the fact that Kenya had a stop, start situation, but I think that I don't think it's, and I also think, I'm wondering if, do you think Mark will use this for custody? Hell no, because Mark don't want that baby. And I hate to say it like that, but Mark don't want that baby. Because he ain't even been fighting for visitation, so I don't think he care about custody. I'm gonna say this though.
No.
I also think that I wonder if her price point is beyond what her audience is. So let's say, for example, the majority of people who watch the Real Housewives of Atlanta, they're used to getting their hair done. Let's be clear. Black women get their hair done. And Black women will pay to get their hair done, right? But if she said that one of the ladies that's working out of that salon does her hair, you already know that just the simple fact that she does Kenya Moore's hair, her prices are triple what the average hair salon prices are, right? You're paying for the name. You're paying to say, I was at Kenya Moore's hair care. I went and got my hair done at Kenya Moore. I think if she opened up a high-end salon with regular, I hate to say the word regular, but with regular hairstylists who were good and professional and they charged decent prices, I don't think she would have a problem. I bet you it's her price point. I bet you it's her price point. Because if I called to get an appointment and I just want a wash, blow, dry, and curl, and you charging me $200, I'm not paying $200 for no damn wash, blow, dry, and curl. Now, if I was trying to get a weave or wig installed, yeah, we know that gets expensive. But just a regular old wash, give me a good old shampoo, blow me out, and curl me up. Who paying $200 for that?
And just to say that you got it done at Kenya Salon. So yeah, that makes sense.
Right. And again, I get name recognition and I understand that you pay a little bit more for that. So you expect a little bit of an upcharge, right? Like you said, you expect a little bit of an upcharge to say you got your hair done at Kenya's salon. But I just wonder how much of an upcharge it is. I just wonder. I wonder what her, and I know she's got that lay down shampoo thing that she's so proud of. She keeps showing it. Don't nobody care about laying down, getting their hair washed. Like, Lisa, Xavier, I'm gonna let you talk, baby. Let me say this last thing. Lisa Vanderpump can afford to open up a restaurant where she charges $30 for an appetizer. Why? Because Lisa Vanderpump's price point is going to be that because of who she is and the franchise that she was on. We would expect that, right? When I went to Candy's restaurant, and Lisa Vanderpump's restaurants are in the places where you would expect to pay that. When we were in Vegas, me and Abby were in Vegas, I said, I want to go over to Lisa Vanderpump's restaurant. Baby, I looked up that menu. Not only was the prices ridiculous, but I didn't even see nothing on the menu I wanted. You know how sometimes stuff is so fancy, you don't even want it. You're like, well, shit, this thing is so fancy. I don't even want this. That's what it was. I didn't even want to go over there because I was like, I ain't going to pay $50 for something I don't even really want. But when I went to I told y'all what I felt when I went to Candy's restaurant. The location did not speak to high end. So you got to add all of that in there as well. Xavier, what were you going to say, baby?
Hello, everyone. I just want to address, why would you guys think that Kenya wouldn't do this at her business when her business has been Housewives for the last, 13 years, and she's been quite vile on that show?
That's true. When you put it that way, when you say her business has been Housewives, when you put it that way, that's true.
Like Kenya
Just if she wants that salon to be taken seriously, she probably shouldn't have done it that way. But I understand what you're saying too. I agree with you.
Yeah,
because
I agree. Yeah, if she wanted to be serious, yeah, you're right. If she wanted it to be taken seriously, yeah.
But let's be clear. Like, people always talk about how the Housewives can't get people to come on that show. We talk about it all the time when we're asking for new casting. One of the primary reasons is Kenya. Kenya's provocative attitude, the way she has practically gotten into it with everyone on the show and people outside the show. Let's not forget when she stole Vivica Fox's phone on Celebrity Apprentice. Kenya has done vile, evil things. So I don't think it's.
She stole Vivica Fox's what?
She stole Vivica Fox's phone on Celebrity Apprentice.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. I remember when she took the phone. Yeah.
So I don't think that it's like a surprise that she would do this. But as far as I know, I have never known Kenya to be a liar. Of all the vile things that she is not a liar, as far as I know. So I can't say. So when she says that she did not commit revenge P, I am inclined to believe her.
She might believe that she didn't.
Based on her, right? I think she believes it.
But I also think like based on like certain cases that are precedent before, like considering 50 Cent and Tierra Marie's case, or Akbar V and Cardi B. I don't think she thought that this could be considered revenge P. Now I don't know if there are different.
I agree. Now, I agree with that. I agree with that. I don't think she thought it was, and it may not rise to the legal definition. It may not rise to the legal definition, but again, something that's not a legal definition versus something that can get me fired from my job are two different things. Oh, here come my HR manager. Here come my HR manager. Hold on real quick, Xavier, because I want to get Girl Is That Legal gave us hold on, let me read this comment I put up there. Self-Care Not Selfish looked up the prices, and she said that a silk press is $95, a protein treatment is $120. That's pretty average for hairstylists in Atlanta. So then it's not the prices. Okay, thank you, Self-Care. Girl Is That Legal said this is based on her definition. She probably doesn't think it's revenge because she doesn't believe that they're private. Exactly, thank you. So me and you, boop, boop. Me and you on the same. Yeah, those prices are not ridiculous. I know what I pay to get my hair done, even without my color and all of that, and so that's not ridiculous. So then, yeah, I don't know. I think that again,
she probably shouldn't have opened it with her name attached to it.
Right. Anything about opening up a new business, also, it always comes down to, bringing clientele. The thing about opening up a new salon, and I know this from friends who've opened up salons or know people who are in the business. The hardest thing about opening up a barbershop or salon, when you hire people, if they don't already have a clientele, it's going to take time. Whether you are Kenya Moore or anybody else, it's going to take time. And I do know that Kenya did a open close thing. She had a soft open, and then it wasn't open, then it was open. You can't keep doing that to businesses, because the reality is there's a hair salon on every corner. So if I come to get my hair done on Monday and I liked it, whenever, and I liked it and it was professional and it was this and it was that, but when I went back, the salon was closed, and we're getting some renovations and we don't know when it's going to be open and da 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 da. I'm going to find somebody else to do my hair because I can't wait to get my hair done. So maybe that has something to do with it. Kenya says she don't like the fact that you got to pay in full. Yeah, I'm not paying in full for somebody that's never done my hair. I'm just not doing that. Tracy, hey boo, you muted.
Hey
girl, hey girly girl. Give me your HR perspective, because Tracy is our HR expert.
Listen, I'm driving, so bear with me with the audio. But Kenya, girl, I'm sorry. You will be on this disciplinary review absolutely so positively quickly as we go and investigate what you did. Absolutely not. Let me tell you, the way that I'm sorry, if you take a picture of someone with someone else's genitalia exposed, regardless of it, if it was photoshopped, regardless of it, if it actually was the exact image or whatever else it was, no, that's an absolute positive. No, because most of these things have a morality clause in it, which is going to say having a picture of an exposed body part is a problem. And then disseminating that amongst the public and amongst the people on the show is going to be a problem. If you go back to like when they did like Bolo and stuff like that, the whole time he kept, his genitalia covered. So if there is truly a picture, regardless of what it is, it's a problem. Like, it is a problem. Which means that she's immediately going on administrative review, which means, girl, absolutely not. You ain't filming nothing. You ain't doing a doggone thing. That's cute. Ain't happening until they review. Now, if they review it and then determine that it was not, in fact, an actual genitalia, and maybe it was like a, a toy that looked very much like someone's genitalia, maybe, no, I couldn't even see that. I'm trying to think of, in this type of industry, an acceptable reason for, I mean, if it was candy and your business and your product was that, and you were, okay with it, and it was a thing, no, but I'm trying to think of I can't think of one. I'm trying, and I can't.
And that's what I always have this conversation with you guys. I know for us it's entertainment, but understand it is still a business. It is still a business where you have personnel, you have contracts. And I said that the other day. I'm sure all of them have a morality clause or some sort of clause in their contract, because that's that catch-all that a lot of employers will use. Do I think that what's alleged, do I think that it meets the standard of, does it meet the standard of revenge, PORN? Maybe not. But if I'm an employer, does it meet the standard of inappropriate or morality or whatever the situation is? It may. And that might be what the investigation is. Because Tracy, let me ask you a question. In your experience, when there's an investigation going on, is that something that people would say to say, well, don't talk to the people while we're doing this investigation? Is that something that's standard operating procedure?
Oh yeah. So we'll immediately put someone on like an administrative review so that you can't talk to your coworkers and your coworkers can't talk to you, to keep everyone's story separate, so that we can figure out exactly what happened, who knew, who might have knew beforehand, what did anyone know, did anyone else help you in this process to determine that this was a good idea, so we do definitely say like, oh, we're gonna put you on this good administrative review, so it will keep down the concept of, oh, well, I went to this person and said this, or we did this, or they told me it was fine. No, we try and keep that to an absolute minimum, just to try and get to the root cause of actually what happened. So I mod for a couple of other channels. So I have seen I've seen alleged pictures of the said posters that we're talking about. Maybe. I don't know if they're real. I don't know if they were just photoshopped and put on the internet.
Somebody photoshopped those. I don't think those are real.
Yes, because I've seen those ones and I was like, I don't know if this is the picture that everyone is talking about, kind of deal. But even if we're going by that standard of that picture there, yeah, girl, I'm sorry, that's not gonna cut it. Like, not in 2024, it's not gonna cut it. Like, not in 2024, that's not gonna cut it. And the way that we keep having to update and change doggone policies and contracts because of social media, the internet, pictures, AI, editing. I have a client who is updating their handbook to include AI and people taking images and distorting them using AI. So these are literal things that employers are now starting to recognize and build into their contracts. So, and I don't know if Bravo has started to do that, and they probably, I don't see why, if I have companies that are doing, I don't see why Bravo would not also be doing it to include kind of those type of things. But like, even the thing of distorting someone's image to disparage them is now included in people's contracts, because they're starting to see and understand that, oh yeah, but it wasn't real. But if someone who just takes a look at it, not knowing the situation, looks at it and perceives that it might be real, then there's a problem. So it's not your perception of what you're doing. It's a third party looking at it perspective, not knowing the context of the situation. If they look at it and they feel like, ooh, then there's a problem, which is normally why when we do these investigations, we ask you, the people involved, and then third parties who are close to but not close in to try and figure out what's going on. But no, girl, she can go.
Girl. Well, hold on. Let me read these 2 super chats and then we're going to get out of here in a minute. I'm going to let everybody get their final word. El Teddy is going live. I did redirect the chat. So if you want to hang out and go on over to El Teddy, just hang tight. Let me read my last 2 super chats. I have, hold on. And thank you everybody for the super chats today. I appreciate it. Kia said it's a Korean excuse me. It's a Korean hair spa service when you lay down. They have a lot of them in LA. Now, the thing is, Kenya isn't known for doing hair to just go to her. All right. And then Ravine said, innocent until proven guilty. Twirl, twirl, twirl. Yes. And she is. She absolutely is innocent until proven guilty.
Team Twirl is loyal.
Listen.
But you know what? Everybody has a fan base. And everybody is loyal. And listen, if I were that big of a fan of Kenya, I probably would be like, I don't know, y'all. But child,
yeah, I ain't saying that as a diss. It's cool. I'm just admiring it.
Yeah, because you know I have my favorites, and y'all know Kern is my girl. But baby, when Kern got in that DUI, I was like,
y'all give Gorilla all that mess. So Glorilla could get drunk and act out. So can Karen. Y'all leave her be. If y'all ain't getting on everybody about getting ultra drunk and driving.
But when it was Karen, I just didn't say nothing. I was just like,
what was it? The Danny Lay girl who had got drunk and ran over the person? Y'all let her do that now? Yeah. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just saying. We just need. I just need the outrage to be equal. If the outrage is. They shouldn't be driving drunk.
Some consistency around here.
Absolutely. Listen, as someone who has driven drunk plenty of nights, is it right? Absolutely not. But
okay, we're gonna get off of here before Tracy keeps.
I'm gonna let them be.
We're gonna get out of here before Tracy.
Yourself, girl.
Let them be.
Final words. Bab, final words, and then Lord Isaiah, then Xavier, and then Tracy. Go ahead, Bab. Final words, boo.
I guess in final words, just don't let yourself get so dang angry that you basically screw yourself over at your job.
Mm-hmm. Don't make permanent decisions off of temporary emotions. Okay.
Right.
Xavier, baby, what you got?
All I'm gonna say is that whatever the decision Bravo makes is gonna determine if they want to just have a show in Atlanta, or do they want to have a good show in Atlanta? And that's just going to be all up to our interpretation.
Okay. Tracy, is that you, girl? What are you doing?
Sorry, that grabbing groceries. I apologize.
Oh,
I couldn't get the mute button. But
all right, what you got to say?
I will say this: that Bravo's determination is going to actually have more of an impact for how all of their shows are going to move forward, right? Because you're correct in saying that there is a standard and we keep changing the standard or lowering the standard or moving the standard. But with where we are as a society in 2024, this is going to be one of those things that they are going to need to make a firm, hard decision on where they fall and what is or is not too much for them and what they consider good TV versus everything. They're going to need to make those decisions. And this is going to impact how they move with the rest of their shows moving forward for people like a Brandy Glanville, right? For people like a Dorinda Medley, for people who also have had these similar type of, not similar, but people who've also had very bad things, that they've done very bad things on camera or, have been caught around. So I do think that this is going to be one of those moments where, because Bravo has the heat from Andy and everything else and the lawsuits and everything else, they are going to start making some firmer decisions and not just saying, oh, we're just going to cut that out and not show that. Because that's kind of what they've done in the past, which is I cut it out, I didn't show it. So it is more of a he said, she said, and we can kind of just fly under the radar. This is going to be one of those things where because of the piling on of everything else, they can't do that. So I'm going to be interested to see what they do.
Me too. All right, you guys, we're going to head on over to El Teddy's house, child. He is over there doing his silly Saturdays, doing what he does best. I'm going to be in the clouds listening while I'm out in these streets running these errands. Baby, I have needed to wash my car for probably about the last 3 weeks. It is horrible. My car is filthy on the inside and the outside. And so I'm on my way to go get it vacuumed out real good and wiped down and cleaned out because I'm about to take these road trips, honey. I can't be riding around in no dirty car. And then I got to come back home and pack, wash some clothes. And I cleaned out my refrigerator. Now I got to clean out. I got to load the dishwasher with all them containers. Okay. Because I got a bunch of empty containers. All right. So I got one last super chat. Thank you, Nitwit. Nitwit said, my issue is Andy wasn't sat down when he admitted to what Brandy accused him of, joking or not. Nitwit, I agree. And that could be a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day, child. Y'all have a great Saturday. I will probably do my Love and Marriage Huntsville review tonight. I hate to step on T's toes. I know a lot of you guys are subscribed to both of us, but I'm not going to have time to do it before I leave in the morning. And I'm going to try to get a couple of other reviews. When I get home, I'm going to try to get some other reviews done. And I'll try to get some stuff done for you guys before I hit the road. So I won't leave you empty-handed, but I will talk to you guys later. Everybody have a great Saturday. Mwah. Peace.